Hello. Welcome back to the margin. Second time this week with an express episode, and I'm gonna learn about Java now. So, I'm Michael.
And I'm Aditya. I'm here to try and help teach the basics of Java.
That's nice, and you'll come back to teach Python next week. Definitely, 100%.
Totally not gonna dip.
Uh-huh.
Gonna dip.
I mean, is it that bad? Come on, is it that bad? Like,
It's
it's not
really-
that bad, okay?
it's really annoying, and it's been a while since I've coded in it. I'm better.
Oh,
at
I was
teaching,
saying
like,
about this experience being not that bad, but okay, yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Start talking now.
Oh yeah, I was completely talking about Python.
Oh, Python? No,
You-
Python's great.
You mentioned Python. I will start saying, hey, it's been a long time since I've coded in it.
Python's pretty good,
yeah.
actually. I like Python.
I liked it at first. I feel like it's a good beginner language.
Uh-huh.
But now that I've fully integrated into like Java, C++, and C Sharp, I just started putting semicolons at the end of everything, and I just can't stop myself. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I mean, HTML's kind of nice too.
Yeah.
It's kind of simple to understand. It's a really good. Like I started with HTML, then I moved on to Java. I mean Python. Then I moved on to Python, and like HTML is just a good like base for everything.
Yeah, I feel like HTML and CSS are great bases.
I don't know CSS. Maybe I should try that. Oh,
CSS
well, so,
isn't actually that hard.
What is this Java thing we're gonna talk about?
Oh yeah, it's this thing called an object-oriented language, which pretty
Well, yeah,
much,
but Python is also an object-oriented language. That doesn't tell me very much.
I'm pretty sure almost every language is an object-oriented
Well,
language.
HTML, I don't believe it's a like. Oh, well, technically you can
It's
say a website
technically
is an
not a
object.
programming language. It's a markup language.
Oh, fair. It's technically a markup language, but it's a good like first language to learn because it like
Yeah.
shows you like the basics of how it works and like how it has tags is very similar
Yeah.
to other programming languages where you just have to memorize certain set of. And like the like text editor in HTML, like H2, H1, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a really nice base of how to understand just other programming languages. It's kind of nice.
And also, it's great for like sparking interest in
Yeah. It's
getting
fun.
kids to learn.
It's really fun, and it's pretty simple to understand. So, so teach me about Java now, because that's why you're here. you
Oh
know?
yeah. So first, I just want, since I mentioned that it's an object-oriented programming language,
Yes.
I just want to start introducing the variables.
Mm-hmm.
The variables are integers, doubles, longs, and floats, which are the primitive ones. I'll explain what primitive is
Yeah.
after I finish explaining them.
Mm-hmm.
Integers are labeled by int, all lowercase, because Java decided that was funny. Actually, no, it's just because it's shorter and it's better.
That's nice.
Yeah. So integers store variables between, I believe.
Wait, well, Python has the same thing. In string and float.
Yeah,
I think all languages.
they
have that.
all
Never
copied
mind.
it from C.
Oh, they did actually. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every language takes like stuff from C. C is pretty much C and BASIC are the Latin of programming.
Oh, okay.
Is it BASIC? I might be thinking about a
I
different
don't know,
language.
but like in string and like
Yeah.
and all those and like float are
Yeah.
and Boolean too are like in all programming languages. or not.
Boolean isn't in C
Boolean isn't in C.
because
Then how do you do an if then?
pretty much you have a bit.
Uh-huh.
You just use that as a boolean because what booleans are pretty much they take up the same space as an int, which is I believe eight bytes
Uh-huh.
or like 8 bits for just a value that that has 2 maybe 3 possible values.
Uh-huh.
So C, whose entire thing is to keep you from using too much space, says no, you have to use a bit either 0 or 1. 0 false, 1
Mhm.
true.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
continue
Yeah.
with what you're saying. Sorry, I interrupted
Yeah.
you.
No, I love going on these side
Okay.
tangents. But yeah, then integers are pretty much just whole numbers between 0, actually negative,
Negative? Oh, damn.
negative something, and positive something. They're 8 bytes long.
Mhm.
Yeah, 8 bytes and 8 or 16 actually.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, between
Just go like
between those two,
yeah.
they go from positive to negative because they're signed.
Mhm.
Almost all of the number stuff are signed in Java.
Mhm.
There's no unsigned int. Well,
Understand.
nobody uses the unsigned ints. There might be unsigned ints, but I've never used them.
Okay.
I don't think they exist.
Mm-hmm. And what about like the strings and the floats?
Float
sorry.
floats are pretty much decimals, and they hold a small amount. But most people like using doubles since they hold a larger amount.
Yeah.
Integers have their own thing. It's like called a long, but no one really uses them unless you really need that much storage.
Yeah.
I don't know why we've decided, hey, we're gonna use double all the time, but we're gonna use int all the time too. But those are all the primitives other than char. Char uses ASCII, and that's how it stores like letters and stuff. Like, let's mention A, B, C, D. That's probably like 68, 69, and 70.
Yeah.
It stores all the letters, stores all numbers, and a bunch of other stuff that you'll never use in your life. Like, I believe 0 is like start.
Oh yeah. By the
Yeah.
way, what's sorry this out of order, but was there like background encoding or whatever? Like how do you start and like stuff like that?
Oh yeah,
Just for context.
I started coding in HTML around like late elementary school, and that was a school thing because school has their own thing for coding. Then I really started Python.
You did HTML in elementary school. I did Scratch in elementary school.
I don't count Scratch as a programming language.
I
We did
understand.
both, but Scratch, yes, it helps. I
Scratch
understand the logic, but
It's
doesn't
kind
really
of
help
more
otherwise.
confusing than HTML.
How can I
I'm
lie?
not gonna lie. Scratch is more confusing just to find all the little scenes and stuff. It's kind of stupid.
You could arguably say it's more confusing than Java, considering you don't know what the flags do. Because I don't think you can name the flags.
Oh, fair.
Well, back when I was coding,
Uh-huh.
back in my day,
day.
they didn't have flags. But then again, we were also using Scratch Junior back then.
Oh,
Before,
yeah.
like,
I think I use
Real
Scratch.
Scratch.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, continue with
yeah, they don't. School hates it when you use normal Scratch until you get to high school or like middle school. But yeah,
You did normal Scratch in high school.
yeah, we use normal Scratch in high school. We use Scratch Junior in like elementary.
Wait, why did you use Scratch in high school?
Huh?
Why did you use Scratch in high school?
For ECS, like
Oh,
Exploring Computer
ECS.
Science classes, they love making you do like Scratch projects and saying, hey, legally, Scratch is a programming language and it's easy to get like beginners in.
Oh, we just did like code.org. We watched videos and did JavaScript. Yeah, it was JavaScript. It wasn't normal Java. In ECS, which I did last semester.
Oh, are you taking ECS 1?
I already took ECS 1. I'm taking ECS 2 right now.
yeah.
And next year I have Java, Python, and Applied Engineering because I ran out of computer science classes today. You know how
Yeah,
it goes.
that's how it goes.
Yeah, I just ran out. Like, I could have taken web design and robotics, but I didn't really care. And web design's kind of a scam.
Website's kind of a scam.
Yeah, because, like, the course, like, I had Mr. Malayson, the computer science teacher at the
Yeah.
high school, like, explain it the other day, like, a couple, like, about courses. And, like, web design robotics is cool, but I just didn't want to take that. What did he say? Oh, yeah, for web design, like, first you, like, learn, like, some HTML stuff.
Yeah.
Then you use that HTML knowledge, and I believe, like, a website making software to just illustrate the concepts, and then do it in HTML. And then you just work for small companies around Westboro making and updating their websites without getting paid.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's just
On
free
one
labor.
hand, it's pretty cool, but it's kind of a scam.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But it does give you a good amount of experience.
It does give you a good
And like, let's say you're applying to like some college, you can just say, "Hey, I coded this."
fair. Maybe I should take that. Nah, it's okay. Yeah.
The reason I'm not going to take it is because I want to try and take business and computer science classes at.
Oh yeah.
I
What
want-
courses did you
yeah.
take at the high school?
For computer science, I took ECS 1, Java. Now I'm taking APCSP
Oh, nice.
because the Python classes, I knew enough Python that I knew everything they were teaching.
Uh-huh.
Then this year, from 3 years of not coding in Python, my mind just goes boom, blanked.
Oh, well, come back to your experience now after elementary school, because off the rails again.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the coding in elementary school?
Oh yeah,
After that.
in elementary school, they pretty much teach you very basic HTML.
No, you already said that.
And-
Like, after, like, your experience event.
In elementary
your-
school, that's what's
yeah.
really
Uh-huh.
sparked my joy of coding,
Uh-huh.
since it's always been on my mind since we did it.
Uh-huh.
Sure, I didn't actively pursue it until like late middle school because I wanted to go down the biology career path.
Oh.
Until-
uh-huh.
You know,
Did you
I found
want
coding.
to be a marine biologist?
Uh,
Answer the question.
no, a microbiologist.
Okay.
Pretty much some dude who looks at bacteria and gets the plague.
Nice. Nice. I mean, that is one of the ways to die. Like,
You get money for getting sick.
I mean,
Sick day? More like better work.
okay, continue.
Yeah. So, I really picked up coding in a STEM class I was taking because we did a little bit of coding there. It was all in Python, though. All in Python. And then there was this weird version of fake Scratch. It's like not Scratch, not Python. Like a mix.
Wait, was it like the robotics classes in middle school? In like JMS?
No, this is a club.
This is a club.
Yeah. And this is in Waltham, too.
Oh, in Waltham.
since
Oh, okay.
I moved out just so I could skip middle school in Westboro, pretty
Oh,
much.
nice.
So in Waltham, I coded a little like greenhouse
Uh-huh.
that pretty much, said, hey, it's cold. We should heat the temperature. Hey, it's hot. We should cool down temperature. Hey, we think that since these plants require this much sunlight, we'll turn it on for this long, turn it off for this long, and just keep going.
Uh-huh.
It took about a week, and that's when I realized, hey, I love coding.
Oh, nice.
And part of that was due to the fact that I did it with my friend, but hey, at least things stuck on to me, and
Nice.
I've gotten into a small bit of Python, got into a bunch of HTML, CSS.
And now you're in cybersecurity club and taking a computer science course and gonna pursue a CS career later in life.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm honestly debating whether going to AI or robotics. AI would require a lot of Python and math, but robotics I've been doing, and I want to try something new.
Nice.
Since-
Okay, come back to Java now.
Oh, yeah,
That was
Java.
just a background on you.
Yeah. All right, so I believe I was talking about primitive classes.
Uh-huh.
I finished chars, I finished floats, and doubles. Longs are just really big integers.
Uh-huh.
You can hold more things because I believe integers are like 16-bit.
Yeah.
Longs are, I believe, 64-bit.
Yeah.
So you can hold a lot more digits, but they're still not infinite. Not
They
even
aren't?
close. They aren't.
Oh,
I wish they were.
nice.
So yeah, and so the primitive integers are pretty much like primitive variables. They're pretty much variables that say, hey, we have no class. You can't do any like functions with us. Functions are pretty much like you give it instructions based on like a file that they have assigned to their variable type.
Uh-huh.
And functions are really used for like, hey, I want to convert this to this. So you've got to do something called casting, which is putting, like saying, hey, I want to convert this integer into a float. Then you'd have to do float, I don't know, variable name x equals parentheses float, and then you type the integer double long and stuff like that. Double is implicitly floats.
Yeah.
Because they can cast down easily, just can't cast up unless you do it explicitly.
Okay.
It gets really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Then we get into like the big guys, the actual like class variables, the non-primitive ones, like string.
That's just text, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just it's pretty much a list of chars.
Yeah.
Pretty much like, let's say the word road, ROAD.
Yeah.
It would be an array with R, O, A, and D. Just a list full of those.
So it's basically a list of characters that's like text. Okay.
And it looks like a word and is a word, but pretty much the class says, oh yeah, by the way, we're just a bunch of chars in an array. I don't think you can do array functions with strings.
Okay.
But I'll need to check that out later. But no one really does it. So yeah, pretty much strings are what you'll all most likely use in your career, which are pretty much just saying, hey, I type in a word or like a number and I just put it in quotation marks.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's a string.
Okay.
And you give the string type capital S this time, string, because it's a class. All classes have to start with a capital letter, or else
it doesn't work.
You're breaking the law.
Yay.
Woo.
My favorite, piracy. Okay. So it's an object-oriented programming language. But what can it do, like, as an example?
For an example, You know what? Let's refer it back to Westboro High School.
Sure.
We have like clubs such as like the robotics team. We use that to
Redshift.
code a yeah, we're a bunch of nerds. We spend our time building a robot more than school. It's hilarious.
And then they fight. Then two robots fight each other, and then it's
They fight to the death.
of
One robot comes out alive. Cage
Um,
matches.
Lucas, who was like the host for the second episode of this podcast and was supposed to be the permanent host, but didn't know about that. Basically, like, we like planned to record. We planned to record one day, not like this where it was spontaneous, but we planned to record one day, and he literally was like, "Yeah, the robots broke. We had to fix them." And it was like a day of like, I think it was February vacation. I was like,
Oh my god. That's when we get almost all of our work done.
really?
Yeah, pretty much. I believe it's February vacation.
Mhm.
That's pretty much where we get kicked out of the school because the school's like, we're not opening up for you while we're out. And
Nerds.
Yeah, they don't want us nerds. So we go to Westbrook Shopping Center.
What's the shopping center?
Yeah.
You just sit outside.
No, they give us a room, like a
Oh, they give you
massive
a
room,
Oh, cool.
where we can like build and code the robot and test it.
Mm-hmm.
The only rule is we can't shoot because we'll hit a sprinkler. But then again, it'll be funny. Yeah, no.
And it'll be on video, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be on video. But yeah, pretty much that's how we train. We get the robot to work. We
Yeah.
write code
Cool.
in Java.
Cool.
And if you look at our
Oh,
competitions, we're
Java?
doing really
I thought
good.
it would be Python. No.
The only part that we used Python for was a camera that we used on the robot. We eventually had to remove it because the camera itself was bad. So we
Like the
ended up,
hardware.
yes, the hardware of the camera was bad. The
Okay.
code was great, and we used Python for like a bunch of our Docker stuff for
Uh-huh.
like cameras. But I can't get deep into that since I didn't do that part. I'm just saying what I know.
Okay, come back to Java now.
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
Java.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, everything gets derailed to a degree, but like, you should have seen the episode that was recorded and posted Monday. It was crazy. Okay, continue.
The one
Aiden
where you
knows how
guys-
crazy it was.
The one where you guys went from, hey, we're gonna talk about laws to let's talk about video games.
We were talking about Apple getting sued, and then, funny enough, talked about video games. So, I don't know how that transition happened, but you can watch the episode to find out.
It's a natural transition.
Okay, continue
Yeah.
about Java now.
Yeah, back to like Java. Pretty much, I've given you the basic.
Yeah.
The basic variables
So
that you start off with.
So it's just like the four variables of.
Yeah, there are a bunch of other variables, but you'll rarely use them. And even when I use them, I just search them up, say, hey, what is this variable? How do I use it?
Yeah, it's like the HTML cheat code page.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. It's just like a page of all the tags. It shows what they do, and it's like all of them.
Like all of actually?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been using like websites that have most of them. It just tells me what they do. But I didn't know
There's
there was
really
all of them.
obscure ones like Z-index, which allows you to layer stuff on a page.
Oh yeah, I know Z.
There's very obscure ones that allow page animations.
Oh, I thought you could only do that with JavaScript.
Nah. Well, I think you have to use CSS.
Yeah, it's like CSS and like JavaScript or TypeScript. One of those three.
But I believe no, but I think there is a way you can do it within HTML.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that sounds so nice.
A really cool example of it is just the one off the top of my head. It's like the Apple website. If you go on any page, you can click the inspect element and actually I turn off the mouse. And I'm like, oh, where's the cursor? So, for example, if I just go to Apple, the best website, obviously.
Debatable.
Well, I use an Android phone.
As
so
someone who uses an Apple product, I do say debatable.
I use Apple products too. So, for example, if you go on this page and scroll, just
Yeah.
scroll.
If I go,
Oh, I can actually scroll.
oh wow, scroll for me.
You see it?
Oh my.
And it's just a video kind of synced to certain scroll intervals. You see that?
Oh really? It's a video?
Yeah, it's a really cool aspect of HTML that takes a good amount of time to do. Okay, it probably
Yeah.
ended now.
That makes sense.
There you go. I can scroll for you. Did that work as? Did you like see that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the best example actually. Yeah, it kind of lags. Did you see that? No,
Yeah.
did you see like them coming
Yeah, it,
in
like,
and
take-
like?
It's like choppy kind of.
Well, yeah, that's
the
just a
glitches.
Chromebook, but There's the better
Yeah.
the MacBook Air page used to look better, but did you see them like coming in at first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just an example of that. But there's a bunch of websites like that.
Yep.
Well, but you have to be careful because you need like, because if you're using one of them, you want like one that shows all of them, not just like. But on one hand, it's really hard to just get all the tags.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, continue about whatever you were talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was talking about
Uh-huh.
classes. So pretty much, what happens is a class is your own variable. I know you've really wanted that. Yeah, that's right.
My own variable.
Your own non-primitive variable.
Oh, I know what that is. Actually, never mind. Yeah, I know what that is. I'm like, what? No, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much, like, let's say you want to make a class called dog. Because we love those little doggos.
But I like cats more so.
I do too. I just thought you
Exactly.
love dogs more.
No, I like cats.
Okay, let's make cats because we like cats more.
Oh no, I want cat because the Cats movie was awful.
Yeah,
so
true,
I want
cat.
cat.
You
I want
get cat. So you can add your own little variables in there.
Uh-huh.
Like, let's say what do you want to know?
I don't know.
You want to know the age of your cat. You want to
Sure.
know the breed of your cat. You want to know if your cat is an amputee.
Yeah. I
'Cause-
mean, that was a very weird thing I would want to know, but okay.
I mean, would you like to know it or not?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
You want to know?
I would probably know if I saw the cat, but okay.
Hey, you don't see the cat yet. Does it? You're pretty much making the cat.
I'm making the cat. Okay.
You're creating the cat.
I'm sorry. You just didn't make that clear. It's fine.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my
You're
bad
good,
actually.
You're good.
But pretty much you can set you can make a string variable that says, hey, what breed the cat is.
Uh-huh.
Hey, make an integer variable for the age of the cat. Make an integer variable for the, I don't know, weight of the cat, the size of the cat, and all that stuff.
Okay.
And you can even use doubles for stuff like weight and height, size, and stuff, because those might be like, hey, you're 10 pounds point 225, because you're a little kitten. Are kittens that small? Probably not.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, pretty much. A class has different types of functions. We have two big ones. One, we have the constructor. And that's pretty much saying, hey, if you call this, you've created cat.
I created cat.
Yes,
Wow.
you've created the cat variable,
Yeah.
which you'll see, well, if you use like any of Java special classes like scanner or the other ones that I don't use because I find better ways to do it or make it myself. Or like Java AX. Yeah,
Yeah.
Java AX. That you're definitely gonna need Java AX in
okay.
Swing.
Okay.
Java AX is technically the package, but no one's gonna know
Okay.
unless someone tells them on on here.
Uh-huh. I mean,
It's not like we're recording anything.
we
Definitely.
we are recording. it.
Definitely not.
I mean, that was weird how we blinked 5 times. It feels like you want to escape.
Yeah, that's Morse code.
Help me. I was forced to record this podcast.
Oh, I was kidding.
Oh,
but
I
yeah.
forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, continue.
So pretty much. Oh, I moved the chair back. Whoops.
That's fine. These chairs like roll around.
Yeah,
and
I did
stuff.
not
It's
expect
really
expect it
nice.
to roll back like all of a sudden. And I'm like, what?
It's fine.
Yeah.
If
Anyway,
you look from up there, did you see how there was a second floor? You can actually
Yeah.
see the top of the studio. It's pretty cool. How it's kind of built in the building inside. It's pretty cool. Actually.
oh, that's actually really nice.
That is nice. You can look at walk up and see it after we record.
Yeah, definitely. But back to this. So pretty much, the constructor is what you call to create your
Uh-huh.
little class. And what we call in the program world, create an instance of your class.
Instance.
Yes, instance.
That's crazy.
Pretty much create a version of your class.
Okay.
And usually those will be public because you can add keywords to your functions, which are like public, the type that you're returning.
Yeah.
You don't add a type you're returning for a constructor because it's a constructor. You construct it.
Uh huh.
And you add like private, public, whether or not it's static. Static basically means, hey, do I need to create an instance of the class? Do I have to create a version of the class to actually use this function?
Yeah.
And in the Java world, we call them methods. Everyone makes fun of us for it.
Methods.
and everyone will keep making fun of us for it.
I mean, Python is the superior language.
Okay, so that's very debatable,
It's the superior language. It can do basically the same thing.
but it's not type safe.
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Okay, so in Python, you don't really declare variables.
Uh-huh.
It's more like, hey, I make an integer. Oh, whoops! I put a string in there. That's still good. It's now a string.
Yeah.
I put a double. Whoops! I can make it a string. I can make it into an int.
Yeah.
I really don't like that fact. Because usually when I'm coding, I want to say, hey, this is an int. You can't use it for anything else other than an int.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Python is still superior as an object-oriented language, just like Java. Wait, you can't make an app in Java or Python, can you?
You can.
You can't?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Fun fact: a good portion of Android apps use Java.
Really?
And when I mean a good portion, I have no clue what the number is, but there's like a bunch of pages about coding
Wait,
apps in Android.
what would they be made in otherwise?
Colton.
What?
Colton is a weird language for making apps. I've got
Colton.
Yes, it's really funny. It's like spelled Kotlin or something. Let me actually type it up.
Okay, that's fine.
Here, let me show you.
Also, it's very weird how your like fingerprint sensor is next to your arrow keys on your computer.
I love how I don't use my fingerprint sensor.
Yeah, I looked at it and it was really weird actually. And is that a USB port on the corners?
Nope, those are USB-C.
No, but that's what I meant. But yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
I thought you
That's
meant
actually pretty
USB-A.
cool. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, USB.
Kotlin.
Kotlin. I thought you said Colton. And I was like, what?
I call it Colton because I don't remember Kotlin.
I'm sorry. Language deprogrammation. Oh, that's weird. How part of it showed up in French. Okay. It was just translated to French for some reason.
Oh, wait, it's translate. Give me a sec.
I fixed it already.
Oh, okay, great. Fun fact, I actually have a virus on my computer that turns my Google searches and my Bing searches. Yes,
You
you
know-
can boo. I use Bing. Into
You don't use you stopped using Bing after we cut this video. You'll stop. Don't worry.
totally, 100%. You have
Oh,
my word.
well, the only good reason to use it is for like the points that you get on Xbox. That's actually not a bad way to use it.
I don't know how to redeem those points.
I have to go on them.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my God.
I've got a couple thousand actually.
That's worth like $5, but
Oh, it's only 5. I've been searching on it for like years. And I
oh,
can't
it
find-
might be worth more. You just have to go on the Microsoft Extension Store, and there's a little thing for Xbox.
Damn.
No,
But-
you can. If you've been using Bing for a long time,
Oh wait, I just realized something. Half the time I'm using Bing, I'm not signed in, so I'm not gonna get any points.
then what's the point of using Bing?
To piss people off.
That's.
Hear me out.
Why do you have typing.com bookmarked?
I don't know what it is. That's a great question.
Okay, I just.
This uses my bookmarks from like 20 years ago or something.
Songs, favorite songs,
Hey.
robotics, future software, YouTube, history.
Yeah,
Why do you have your history bookmarked?
you don't need to know.
Okay, that's that makes me think some things, but okay.
If you go on, all you're gonna see is, help! I am struggling using Java AX and Swing. Sorry,
Oh, I thought
Java
you were doing
X and
something
Swing.
different, but okay.
No, it's just because I'm like, I sometimes close tabs like a
Let me
while
find
ago.
the
and
Xbox
a
point
while ago.
regime. Continue talking about Java, please.
Oh yeah,
That'd
Java.
be great.
So there's also a third type function that I didn't mention before I actually go into real functions. It's called a main function.
Wait, do you have an Xbox account?
No.
Oh, then you can't redeem them. Then how were you gonna want to redeem the points?
I'm making an Xbox account after this podcast. Stick around, find out.
You might not get that, but okay. There you go. Oh, I like your AirTag, by the way. It's kind of nice.
Thanks.
That's kind of
It's the-
stupid, but
It's the best Apple product that you'll ever get.
it is one of the best Apple products. That's still kind of stupid. It looks kind of weird, but
True. But hey, at least I won't lose a bunch of stuff.
you won't lose your computer. How do you lose your computer?
I just take it out, code a bunch. I was so scared. Hey, I was actually on my code and just ruined it. Okay, I open it up, I code a bunch of stuff and say, hey, I'm just gonna walk away because someone called me, or the period's over. I leave my computer in the class, or like wherever it was, like, oh crap, I left it. And then go like,
You left it.
oh no, I left
What? Oh my god, he left his computer in class. I don't know why I'm whispering, but
We're
okay.
doing some crit ASMR.
Okay,
Anyways,
go back to
pre ASMR
Java.
era.
No, Java.
Yeah.
That's enough ASMR.
Enough ASMR for one podcast. Anyways, so for Java, it's main. For the main function, it's going to be formatted like public static void main lowercase, all lowercase.
All lowercase.
Because
Wow.
fun fact, we use camel case. If you don't know what that is,
Camel case?
search it up. Actually, camel case is more like every word you've got to capitalize the first letter of.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
you
that's
don't
fine.
and you don't capitalize the first letter because functions don't do that. You only do that for classes.
Oh,
So yeah. And the main function, you also put it in parentheses and it says string args. Then you put those two little square brackets. Those mean that you're turning it into an array. Usually when you do it, you'd put like the string and then put like the array portion right next to the string variable. But I like putting it next to the args. It looks nice.
okay.
And then
That's great.
then you close it. What I just did was I just made parameters for it. Parameters are like what you need to add into when you call the function. Because every time you call a function, you write class, the either type, like the version that you made. Like, let's say you made it static, then you'd have to say cat dot main, and then put in a string array, and those are going to be the arguments.
Okay.
Pretty much what a main function is that whenever you run that class, that class, it'll immediately run that function and say, hey, yeah, we're running this because it's a main function.
Yeah.
And that's actually how you run all your code. Your main, well, you have one main function and then you call like a bunch of methods in there.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's
It's-
it?
Yeah, that's how you make a main function.
Oh, I thought that was it for the basics. Okay. I'm like, that's it? It's that easy?
No.
Okay.
Actually, it is pretty easy, but there's a little bit more because I want to get into functions.
Okay, go ahead.
Functions are pretty much just, oh, well, I'm going to call them methods because that's what we call them in Java, and it's hard keeping functions in my mind when I'm a little Java baby. That's a weird way to phrase it.
I'm just imagining what I'll add in the edit, like a little rainbow. It says
Just
Java
little-
baby.
Just add a little baby filter on here. Like, I'm a little Java
You
baby.
can't do that in Premiere
Aw,
because Premiere Pro is. Continue.
because your editing software sucks. Nah.
I mean, you probably can't do it in Final Cut either, but
Can you do anything in Final Cut?
oh, you can do a lot of things in Final
Really?
Cut. Final Cut is actually the better one.
I might be thinking about something else then. Like,
Are you thinking about Windows Movie Maker
maybe.
or iMovie?
Yeah, I'm thinking about iMovie.
Oh no! Final Cut is Apple's like professional like video editing software like Premiere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can only get it on Mac. That's why so many creative people use Mac. No, that's not iMovie. iMovie is a version of it, but you know like how what GarageBand is?
Yeah, we love
Apple-
GarageBand.
We love GarageBand. I know, okay. There's Logic Pro, which is Apple's like music producer software basically.
Yeah.
There's Logic and like there's and interestingly it doesn't have as much competition because the only actually competitive one against it is Ableton.
Really?
Ableton Live. It doesn't have as much competition. Like Final Cut is very widely used in the industry and actually the thing that most movie makers actually use it.
Oh, wow.
Like Hollywood runs on Final Cut.
So, like, if I just went on and was
But
like,
it's-
hey, I'm going to play some Jurassic Park because that's a movie, they use Final Cut for that?
Play Final Cut?
Did they use Final Cut for that?
Oh no, I don't think because that was a long time ago. But no, but there's a lot of movies that use Final Cut.
Oh, all right.
There's a lot that just run on that. But like, weirdly, Apple hasn't made their own proprietary photo editing software. I'm very much sure they're working on that because Photoshop is one of the biggest advantages of
I mean, they
Adobe Premiere.
technically have their
Of
own in
Adobe.
the Photos app.
Well, yeah, but Photoshop's a little more advanced than that.
Yeah, Photoshop.
I'm
is
not gonna
way
lie,
more-
Photoshop. Even if you download Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, which is a free app on your phone, it'll be better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You were thinking about. I mean, no. Final Cut is like an actual. Like if you stay a little later, you can see me edit. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, it's pretty quick actually. I just have to add a little intro that you saw, a little name tag, and cut off the beginning and the end. And it's kind of it.
Oh, that.
As long as you don't say anything.
Unless I don't say something that needs to be bleeped.
No. If it's bleeped, then the video has to be age restricted. So that's going out.
Oh no.
That's getting cut out, and that's like taking 20 minutes of my time because I have to time it correctly.
All
I
right.
can make a morph cut, and then that loads for like 10 minutes for it to look actually like I didn't cut anything out.
Actually.
Well, no. So basically, you can just cut something out, and it would be obvious you cut something out.
Yeah.
And it won't look really nice. You can add like a transition, like it's like more, like a dissolve effect.
Yeah.
But then it's still obvious you cut it out.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can add like this thing called a morph cut, and it takes a little bit of time to load, but it like basically makes it look like you didn't cut anything out.
That actually sounds so nice. I'm surprised they could even do that.
That's nice. Continue talking about Java before I spiral too much into.
Before we start talking about how you edit.
You'll see that later.
Yep, I'll definitely see you later. So pretty much.
Like literally right after we finish filming.
Yeah, like.
But it has to load on the SD card. But continue talking now.
Alright, yeah, that's the point. Okay, so for Java functions, I'm pretty sure I've explained what static is. Static is, hey, do I need an instance of like
Yeah.
the file, like the class? Because if I need an instance, then it's not static. If I can just say like cats with a capital C, because that's what we call it a cat. Cat with a capital C, where it's just the file name dot. Then that means it has to have a static on it. All of these exist for variables as well.
Yeah.
Pretty much variable type is type. Public and private say, hey, can I use it outside of this class or outside of any interfaces using it?
No.
Interfaces are a completely different thing.
What's interfaces?
We're not going to talk about it. Mainly because it's kind of complicated
Okay,
and
that's
hard to explain. It's more of like, hey, I make a bunch of functions on here. It does pretty much nothing. But what happens is you make an interface next to it saying like cat interface, I don't know, animal. It might be the other way around. Not 100% sure. I don't use it. Actually, I can probably check because I was literally using an interface right before recording this. Yes, I was coding right before recording this.
Nice.
The grind never ends. So pretty much, like right here. Oh, it implements. Cat implements animal, because cats are animals. Maybe.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe. So, since they might be animals,
Maybe
we're
they're
gonna...
artificial intelligence, but okay.
Maybe they're pigeons.
They're not. Pigeons. You're an animal. Pigeons are an animal.
Oh, damn it. I did it. I gave a terrible example right there, but yeah.
Literally, any living thing is an animal. I'm an animal.
Are bacteria animal then?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. But yeah, pretty much.
Animal's actually a very weird term. What if you think about it?
Because I just thought it meant mammal.
Oh, fair. Yeah, but like, you can say a lizard's an animal, but that's not a mammal.
Yeah.
So, okay, continue.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So pretty much it implements basically means, hey, we're going to use all of the functions within like this interface.
Mm-hmm.
Because in this example, we have an interface that says action performed. And for you audio listeners,
There's no audio listeners. It's all video, even on Spotify.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For you video listeners, you're not even going to see this. So you get to be audio listeners here. So pretty much.
You know, you can take a screenshot and I can put it on screen. You're not going to do that. Okay?
Sounds like a lot of work for you.
It's just like It's actually not that hard. You just kind of drag it into the old timestamp you have. You add a little default translation, which is dissolve. And
Yeah.
it's not that much.
Oh,
You
really?
can literally send me the screenshot. That's not that bad.
I could probably take it right now.
Then do it.
Wait, no, I screenshot the wrong thing. No.
Don't send that one.
Give me a sec.
Shameless plug while he's doing that. This is on Spotify, and it is in video, as you can see right here.
What's it called?
It's called The Margin, like it is here.
Wow.
It really sucks.
Honestly, no. Let me
Yeah, it's a
let me
video.
talk about this real
Okay,
quick.
go.
When I first got the phone, I started using Spotify because I had like the
Oh, great. I probably did an exact shameless plug again in that episode as well. I'm not even joking.
You should have just sent the actual shameless plugin itself.
free of premium.
Oh,
I really did.
you gotta put in your credit card info to get a month free.
No, but I really thought it came with the month free.
And you realize how horrible it was in
After 3 weeks later, I opened Spotify and it's like, oh, you have to pay for premium. I thought I was getting like 1 month free. No, it was 3 weeks later and it's like,
No. The idea why it sucks is that
Yeah, there's
say you
me.
haven't. I use Spotify. But
Okay, great. That's enough of me for now. I'm back.
Check out the Spotify for great quality content.
Well, it's on YouTube, on Facebook, and on the website, and actually on cable TV on
Whoa,
Verizon.
what's the Facebook account called?
Huh?
What's the Facebook account called?
Westford TV. Probably.
Any underscores?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's literally Westford TV.
Well, check out Westboro, capital
You
T,
don't- you
capital
don't-
V.
You don't have to. It'll be fine. Just continue talking about that.
I love plugging.
Actually, wait, real quick. Let me say what channels it's on, because you probably want to know that too. It's on Charter 191 and Verizon 24. If you're in Westboro, I believe.
Wow.
What was that too? Okay, continue talking
yeah,
about
sorry.
the
Yeah.
thing.
Sorry, I'm still taking so many screenshots, trying to show examples. It's
Take-
3 screenshots.
Oh, 3 screenshots. That's fine.
I know it's so much.
Okay.
The
I
re-entire
mean, send an
screenshots.
email to me. You know my email, Michael Kovlev. Just search it up on the school thing.
Yeah, I need. Okay, I need to send this to my school email and then send it to you. Ignore this. I wrote the email on my home account.
Oh, what? Oh my God! Just save the screenshots.
I can, but that's a lot of scrolling. Cause what Michael
Okay,
do?
fine. Just to figure it out. Just get me the screenshot.
It's actually super simple to do. I can actually wait.
Oh my
The
God.
screenshots
Okay.
are literally saved here. I can.
That's what I said.
All right, so
Moving on.
ignoring that little blunder, pretty much what an interface is it pretty much
Oh yeah, you're gonna explain that. Right?
isn't supposed to be used as a class. Because what an interface has a bunch of empty methods that say, hey, this is a method.
Yeah.
This is what it takes in. And then what you do as the creator and all that stuff,
As a creator.
as the creator of code,
Okay.
we call them programmers, but I don't like calling them that.
You know.
You do, public or private, depends on how you want to class it. I'd recommend public class, but public class cat implements animal.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much animal has a function that says consume.
Consume.
Consume. Oh god, that hurt my throat. Anyways,
That hurt
consume.
your throat. I turned the headphone volume up because I wanted to hear you in the headphones, and it was like. Okay, continue.
Anyways, yeah, consume. Pretty much that takes in, let's say a double of weight. So what you do is right before creating the method again, you do @override.
Yeah.
It pretty much says override that stupid implement. We don't like that. And then you write the same stuff, give it the same output, and then do action was consume, and then in parentheses double weight.
Yeah.
And then inside you actually write all your instructions since you're consuming this much weight, you do weight equals this dot weight because that's saying the weight in this class, this dot weight
Yeah.
equals weight, which is the weight that you just took in. Very confusing for people. I know. So good. But I will send a screenshot to him of just trying to show this off.
Okay, great.
And you'll see it on screen now.
No, you'll see it earlier actually, but
No,
I will deliberately not put it when you say no.
You're gonna do it right after I finish talking about this.
Yeah.
That'll be really funny too.
No, I'll do it actually like now. It's right here. It's right here.
Wow. Anyways,
I was gonna do it now, not when you said no, because I'm more important.
true.
Okay,
Anyway,
just continue.
so
talking.
pretty much, then you do all your stuff, and let's say consume returns a double, and that double says, just tells you, hey, can this animal consume this much?
Yeah.
Sorry, not double, a boolean that says, can this animal consume this
Which
much?
is like
True or
an
false?
if-then statement.
Pretty sure you do like if, wait, insert math. Whoa, that's a lot of
Wait,
math.
there's math here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fun fact: if you want to be a programmer, learn some math,
What is the math? Nice.
or just I don't know, Google it.
Yeah, that
That-
works too.
That works too.
Plagiarize your code. Steal it from ChatGPT.
Hey. I really don't like ChatGPT's code.
Really? Actually, yeah. Talk about that. It's interesting. What do you think about like ChatGPT do and its coding potential as a
Honestly,
person whose job it might steal?
I don't like the fact that it's gonna steal my job. But
Well, no one likes that.
yeah, but for the coding thing, I was actually excited to see it because I want to see, hey, maybe I could decrease the workload so we can work on more important stuff.
Yeah.
But the problem is, this was 2 years ago. Well, not 2 years ago, last
ChatGPT
year.
does update generally, but yeah.
Yeah, last year, like when it first became big,
Uh huh.
we used it. I used it to see, hey, how good is this that you're making all the junk code that I'm just gonna end up repeating for like an hour,
Yeah.
and it's all it's doing is like getters and setters and stuff like that. The problem is, ChatGPT wants to do more and less than what it's told to do.
Really?
Yeah, like if I tell it to, I don't know, make a dynamic calendar, what it'll end up doing is it'll say, hey, I made it slightly dynamic, but I made everything different colors so it looks cool. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't ask for that. So yeah, unless they update it. If they update it, then
There
So
was a
good.
thing like a couple of weeks ago where they released a new thing that would integrate into ChatGPT. So it's called Sora, and it can make really cool videos.
oh really?
It's like it can make videos from scratch. It's not the best at generating people. Like it's honestly not the
Yeah.
best. It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. Like it can't generate text.
I mean,
very
that's how
well.
AI works.
Yeah. But like rendered stuff and animated stuff looks it's crazy. It's not out yet, but it's going to be really cool.
I actually only know about one type of AI. They're called deep learning AIs. Pretty much what
Deep learning. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much it's like there's two little AIs, a builder AI and a teacher AI.
Uh-huh.
The builder AI just builds a bunch of random like AIs, if statements and stuff like that. Because that's what AIs pretty much are. A bunch of if statements.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There are a bunch of if statements, pretty much
Yeah.
a bunch of cases. But pretty much what they do is
Uh-huh.
the builder bot just makes a bunch of random AIs that do
Mhm.
random things. They don't know how they function or anything. Then the teacher bot, who doesn't know the topic, or else you'd already be done with your task,
Uh-huh.
gets a test from a human. A human just fills out a form. Let's say you're trying to train it to identify cats because it's a cat themed episode now.
Okay, great.
Like saying, "Hey, this is a cat. This is not a cat.
Yeah.
This is a cat." This
Oh,
is
you're
a
talking
cat."
about AI. I
So,
thought you were talking about Java. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're still on AI right now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Yeah, and so pretty much you give the test in, and say, "Hey, give it to the teacher bot. Make every AI test it, and the AIs that get the best scores, keep them, while all the ones that do bad, chuck them in the fire." Then the builder bot gets the ones that work, make small changes to each one of them, and then they keep going in a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
That's actually how the search algorithms of YouTube work.
Oh, really?
They do it based on clicks and how long you viewed them for.
Oh, sick.
It's really interesting. I recommend you look into it yourself, since well, you the viewer and you too.
Oh, me
Be-
too. Wow.
Yeah, you. Anyways, so pretty much, I recommend y'all
Me,
get
the viewer.
you the viewer, because you're my favorite viewer.
Great.
Anyways, yeah. So I recommend y'all get into it, since well, look at it, since it's really interesting and it might help in the future too.
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah, we're talking about
Right. Yeah,
Java.
I was about to say.
Welcome to the AI episode.
We already
Anyways,
had an episode about Sora. How it could.
oh really? Do you guys talk about like the ethics of it or something?
We talked about the ethics of it. We talked about a couple things and how, like, on one hand, how. My nose. On the one hand, how cool it is.
Yeah.
But, like, on the other, how it's not perfect and how it can. How it's not going to replace jobs right now.
Yeah.
But it can in the future. Like a creative job, like a video editor, can't really be replaced by an AI for now.
Yeah.
But an animator, like, I just happen to remember this example. You know how, like, Pixar's Monsters, Inc., right?
Yeah.
You know how they made a whole, like, program with an algorithm that would make the hairs on the monsters move naturally?
Did they actually?
Yeah, there's just a
Into
video.
a kids movie?
Well, yeah, but Pixar's really high budget. Basically, I watched this video a long time when I was a kid and it just stuck in my head. They made like an algorithm that would make the hairs on the monsters move naturally.
That sounds actually so cool.
But this AI, it was like a video of a little monster like walking around. Its hairs moved pretty much naturally because it's trained off media like Monsters Inc.,
Yeah.
where it shows how.
Yeah.
If I find that video, I don't think I will. I saw it a long time ago, but it's still a really cool aspect of it.
If you find it, you need to send it to me, because I really want to see
Let
it.
me look at it. Maybe we can watch it right now.
Maybe right now. Anyways, so I'm going to get back to Java while
Yeah,
he's
go
searching.
ahead.
And I mentioned how overrides work,
Uh-huh.
pretty much. Override the function. Now I'm going to talk about the functions themselves, because I've talked about the special ones.
Uh-huh.
I might have gone over functions already, and I might just be a broken record at this point.
Uh-huh.
I might as well be a broken record. But a function is pretty much where you tell it, are you a public function or are you a private function? Can you be called outside of your class, or can you only be called within your class?
Uh-huh.
And you say if it's static or not. And if it's not static, you don't write anything. Yeah. That mind blowing, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, static basically means, do I need to create an instance? Do I have to use the constructor that was made earlier on, callback, earlier on in this video, to, create, to actually use it? Static basically means I can just use the file name itself. Like, let's say string had a static thing. It would just be string, the variable name, dot, I don't know, toInt. Actually, that would require a
Okay,
local,
I
but yeah.
think... Stop for a second, I'm sorry.
You found it?
I think I found something similar to it, if not it. Wait, I can make this audio. This might be copyrighted, oh hell.
Just mute it.
I muted it.
Great.
So, basically just shows how, like, the CGI of it used, like, the program. I can see it, sorry.
All right.
Oh, where's my mouse?
It's there.
That's right. Okay, so basically it shows how the CGI, like, uses the program. No, I paused it. Oh, that's good. Uses the program to make the fur move around. Yeah, there's...
Ooh.
Move around naturally as
Oh.
the monster's moving. Because otherwise it would look unnatural.
I don't like the
Can we-
look of it being natural.
Well, when you watch Monsters Inc., you
Yeah.
didn't think, oh, that monster's fake. You're, like, sitting back and watching a movie.
Yeah, you're watching the movie, but the fact that you mentioned it does make me immediately look at the fur. And yeah, it does look
You don't
incredibly
pay
natural.
attention to it,
Yeah.
but, like, my hair falls with gravity, right?
Yeah. And
But
through
it
when we-
doesn't just fall like... Do you understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't just fall. There's a certain, like, aspect to it falling. And it had, I mean, to look
Yeah.
like that, like reasonable, so human, like. Yeah, well, continue with what you're saying.
Honestly, that was very impressive video.
It's cool. It's a really cool aspect. It took probably a long time to make.
Yeah, just making a simple AI to tell like positive or negative statements. It's
now.
like 3 months to make or something.
But like with the like Monsters Inc. thing, they like made it without before AI existed. But the cool thing is that they didn't have to make individually for each character. That's why they could have so many characters in the movie. Remember, like there's like a factory scene where there's just so many of them.
Yeah.
In all their first movie, they made an algorithm that would envelop into one. It's really cool.
Oh, that sounds.
They obviously tweaked it for every monster, but still, they didn't have to remake it for every monster. It's actually really sick.
Yeah.
Continue.
And to transition from that, let's say we have a monster class for like the monster fur. A monster fur class.
That was probably made in Java, actually.
Hopefully, it was made in Java,
I assume.
or else I wouldn't have a job. Actually,
Well,
it was probably made in Python or something.
It might have been.
yeah.
But, like, I know one of the videos from Sora had a little monster in it, and its fur was also moving. Well, semi-naturally. It's not perfect. Even Monsters
Yeah.
Inc. isn't perfect, because we don't know how a monster's fur would work. But, like, hair doesn't just fall like a rock on the ground.
Yeah,
Like,
it just.
tends to, like, somehow... Yeah, okay, continue.
All right, so let's say we have the monster fur class,
Monster fur.
the monster hair. So pretty much in your constructor, you would take a parameter that pretty much says how you want like what types of hair you want. Like type in the length of the hair, type in the thickness of the hair,
Yeah.
and the width of the hair. And then after that, you just put it in, and it constructs something. And then you can type in getters, setters, or like any other functions that you have that pretty much do math for you, give you the results, or hell, even just display the hair itself moving,
Yeah.
which would actually be incredibly nice.
Nevertheless, that's a really cool possibility of Java.
Yeah, pretty much.
And-
The only limit is your imagination and Oracle itself.
Yeah.
Because Oracle hates us.
Microsoft hates us too. Nevertheless, we do have to cut the episode off right now.
All
'cause
right.
It's been a good amount of time. This was the basics of Java.
I actually got through the basics. I'm
It
surprised.
was really nice, actually. Yeah, and we had some examples. Thanks for watching. I did say the next episode was going to be Monday, but it's now Wednesday.
Happy Monday.
No, it's probably, if I have time, it's probably going to come out today, actually.
Okay, and today's Monday.
Today's
Definitely
Wednesday,
100%.
Well, thanks for watching. See you later then.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.